Good morning, students. Today is Friday, that is 12th March 2021. Thought of the week: to win and to lose depends on you. If you agree, you lose, and if you are determined, then you win. I repeat: to win and to lose depends on you. If you agree, you lose, and if you are determined, then you win. Students, we have started lesson number 16, that is quadrilaterals. We have seen one rule. The rule is: take 4 points ABCD on a paper such that any three of them will be non-collinear. These points are to be joined to make a closed figure, but in such a way that when any two points are joined, the other two must lie on the same side of that line. The figure obtained by following the given rule is called as a quadrilateral. Then we have seen a small closed box is used to represent the word quadrilateral. Four capital letters of English alphabets are used to represent or to write the name of any quadrilateral. A quadrilateral can be named by starting at any vertex and going serially either clockwise or anticlockwise around the figure. So, it is possible for us to write 8 different names of the single quadrilateral. Then we have seen 4 vertices, 4 sides, and 4 angles are the three main components, parts, or elements of each and every quadrilateral. Then we have seen each and every quadrilateral has adjacent sides, opposite sides, adjacent angles, opposite angles, and diagonals also. Adjacent sides of a quadrilateral have a common vertex, whereas the opposite sides of the quadrilateral do not have a common vertex. Therefore, each and every quadrilateral has 4 pairs of adjacent sides, 2 pairs of opposite sides. Then we have seen the angles of a quadrilateral which have one common arm are called as adjacent angles of the quadrilateral. Each and every quadrilateral has 4 pairs of adjacent angles. And then we have seen the angles of a quadrilateral which do not have a common arm are called opposite angles of a quadrilateral. For every quadrilateral, there are 2 pairs of opposite angles. Then we have seen the line segments which join the vertices of the opposite angles of a quadrilateral are called as the diagonals of the quadrilateral, or the line segment which joins the opposite vertices of the quadrilateral are called as the diagonals of the quadrilateral, and each and every quadrilateral has two diagonals which intersect each other in the interior of the quadrilateral. Then we have seen the most important property of the quadrilateral, and which states that the sum of the measures of all the 4 angles of a quadrilateral is always 360 degree. Then we have seen what are polygons. Triangles, quadrilaterals, pentagons, and other closed figures with more than 5 sides are all called polygons. Then we have done practice set 37 and again the application part. Let's start with practice set 38. Question number 1. Draw quadrilateral XYZW and name the following: the pairs of opposite angles, the pairs of opposite sides, the pairs of adjacent sides, the pairs of adjacent angles, the diagonals of the quadrilateral, and the name of the quadrilateral in different ways. So, students, for you, I have drawn quadrilateral XYZW. First, answer to first question. The two pairs of opposite angles are angle YXW YXW and angle YZW. This is the first pair, and second pair is XYZ and XWZ. Answer to the second question: the two pairs of opposite sides are side XY and side WZ, and the second pair is side YZ and side WXW. Third answer: the 4 pairs of adjacent sides are seg XY and seg YZ. Second pair, seg YZ and seg ZW. Third pair, ZW and seg WX. And the last pair is WX and seg XY. Answer to the fourth question. The four pairs of adjacent angles are, look at the figure, angle x and angle y first pair, angle y and angle z second pair, angle z and angle w third pair, and angle w and angle x is the fourth pair. Now students, question number 5. The two diagonals of the quadrilateral are. Now students, if you join opposite vertices, then we get the two diagonals, and therefore the two diagonals of the quadrilateral are sec xz and sec yw. Sixth one, the name of quadrilateral in different ways are quadrilateral XYZW, quadrilateral YZWX, quadrilateral ZWXY, quadrilateral WXYZ, then quadrilateral XYZW, then quadrilateral YZWX, then quadrilateral ZWXY, and lastly WXYZ. Question number 2. In the table below, write the number of sides the polygon has. Names of the polygons are written here, and you are going to write the number of sides I have done for you. Quadrilateral, 4 sides. Octagon, 8 sides. I repeat, octagon, 8 sides. Pentagon, 5 sides. Heptagon, 7 sides. Hexagon, 6 sides. Now students, question number 3. Look for examples of polygons in your surroundings, draw them. Student, this is open-ended question. You see in your surroundings, at least you have to draw at least 2 or 3 figures for this question, and therefore I'm going to give this question for you. Question number 4. We see polygons when we join the tips of the petals of various flowers. Draw these polygons and write down the number of sides for each polygon. Students, for this question also you have to refer to your surroundings, see different types of flowers, pick one or two flowers of different types. You have to press them, and you have to draw. You have to take the tips of those flowers, and you have to join these tips with the help of line segments, and then you have to write the number of sides of each polygon made because of the joining of the tips of flowers. Question number 5, very important one. Draw any polygons, hexagon and heptagon. You don't have to select of. You don't have choice here. I am giving you 2 examples. Draw any polygons. Here you are going to draw hexagon and heptagon, and divide it into triangular parts as shown here. Students, for this question you have to refer page number 86. One figure is given there, and that figure is divided into a triangular region. Thus, work out the sum of the measures of angles of the polygon. Students, you have to do this question again in your copy, but you don't have to take any polygon of your choice. You only have to take one hexagon. You have to divide hexagon into triangular regions. You know that the sum of all the 3 angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Then, how many triangles are there? You have to take the sum of 180 plus 180 plus 180 plus 180, and then you have to make the sum total, and then you will get the total sum of all the angles of a given polygon. So students, I am going to give these 3 questions as homework for you. Complete your work on time. You have to write down all matter from the given slides in your copy. Complete your work on time. Thank you and have a nice day.